Hello students, let us study the chapter 1 database concept. The advent of the World Wide Web and other communication technologies has significantly changed how we access information, the amount of information available to us, and the cost of collecting that information. Like if you need any information, just typing in Google, in fraction of seconds the information is available. So nowadays we can easily access the information and the cost is low. You're not paying anything to Google, just you're paying for the net charges and the information is available for you. Individual and business collect and interpret information for their decision making needs. For example, now I need to buy a dress in Flipkart. So I see the dress and I see the dress information put by the Flipkart people. So I see the color mentioned, have they mentioned any color, specific color of the dress, and what the dress material is, what sizes it has been available, and I start interpreting the information. If the color is mentioned as blue, is it a light blue or a dark blue, and I make a decision whether to buy the product or not. Quality decision making and make effective decision requires high quality information. We require high quality of information for taking a quality and effective decision making. The process and analysis of information such as market trends, competitors, and technological innovation is crucial to the success and growth of any organization. So if for example Flipkart, before launching any product, they have to process and analyze the information. They have to see if it is trending in the market, and they have to see the competitors. If it is already launched by the competitors, what extra offers they can provide, and they can make the customers come towards them. And the technological information innovations, these are some of the difficult factors for the success and growth of any organization. Data and information. Data relates to the facts, events, and transactions. Data is the raw material for the data processing. Data refers to the unprocessed information. For example, you have given a puzzle to arrange. So before arranging the puzzle, you'll have a separate slabs. You need to join them and make a puzzle out of it. So the slabs, before you have arranged it, so the single slab is the data. It is not yet processed. So that is the unprocessed information. Information is the data that has been processed in a meaningful way. Information is the processed data that is required for decision making. So once the puzzle is being done, you can have an information from that puzzle. If it is a picture of an apple, you can have an information that the image is of apple. For example, by the video is a data, the video which you're watching is a data. So the information in this video is the concept which you're learning in from this video. That is the information. And one more example, image is a data, and information is by looking onto it you can make a decision out of it. If it is an image of an orange or a musambi, you can make a decision out of it. Next topic, database. It is usually known as DB. Database is a collection of information organized in such a way that a computer program can retrieve required data quickly and efficiently. Data is a collection of information. For example, now you're newly joining to a school, so you fill up the form by your details, like yours by details, student name, father name, mother name, date of birth, and many more. So you may write it manually, but the reception usually stores it in the computer, so that when you need the information, it can be quickly retrieved. Database is stored as a file or a set of files on a magnetic disk or tape, optical disk, or some other secondary storage. The data can also be stored in CD, pen drives, magnetic disk, optical disk, and many more devices. The information in this file may be broken down into records. For example, we have stored in the database as student details. It can be broken down into 8th standard admission students, 9th standard admission students, 10th standard admission students. So it can be broken down into records. Each of these records consists of one or more fields. For example, the 10th standard record has student name, date of birth, father name, mother name, and many more fields. So the student name, the name is a field, and father name, mother name, these are the separate fields. So it can have one or more fields. Fields are the basic unit of the data storage, and each field typically contains information pertaining to one aspect or attribute of the entity described by the database. This means that when you take a 10th standard student record file, it has student name, father name, mother name, date of birth. In the place of student name, you cannot put the information of student date of birth. Date of birth should be in the date of birth column, student name should be in the student. So the field, if the field is name, it should have the related information, that is student name itself, not anything else. So in this image we can see this is a file. It contains a record, and in record it has many fields like surname, date of birth, address. So this whole file is placed in the database. So here the database contains the file. The file has a record, and records contains the field. Next, database management system. It is commonly known as DBMS. To access information from database, we need a database management system. So you're just storing the data in the database. How do we access? So we need a system. So that system is known as DBMS. This DBMS is a collection of programs that enables us to store, modify, and extract information from the database. So this database DBMS is a collection of programs. For example, a robot is programmed to do a particular job. So this system is also programmed to store, modify, and extract information from the database. Large business and other organizations have their own independent files containing related data and even overlapping data. The related data is the employee details and client details and many, like even overlapping data means if the employee is an experienced person, the uh, the profile of the previous company he or she had worked, so that profile, the that company profile is also been stored in that file only. And their processing activities often require the linking of data between several files. This means like there will be different files: salary file, employee details file, employee work, number of days worked. So this employee details must be linked with the employees worked, number of days worked, and this must be linked with the salary. So there should be from linking of several files. Different types of database have been developed, such as hierarchical, network, relational, and object oriented. We'll see all these types of database in the upcoming class. So students, please go through these topics done today. So once you understand this, it is easier for you to understand the upcoming topics. Thank you, students.